Andy, you gonna clean that up?
Oh, yeah, I will. I don't have time right now.
Clean it up and come to my office for the meeting.
You have to tell me whether this is true or not, that you and David Wayne and the cast of Wet Hot American Summer, a movie that I think is iconic now to those of us that
Thank you. Well,
love it and cherish it.
It's a small group, but it's a devoted group. I think we've all found that to be the case.
Well,
which
we
is
are devoted,
nice.
but I heard that it was going to be a prequel. Now, you were all 10 years too old when you did Wet Hot American Summer the first time.
Right.
And now it's a prequel played by all of you.
Right.
Who will now be 20 years too old.
Yeah.
What a great idea.
It makes total sense. I think it makes absolute sense.
Is it really going to happen?
Well, I don't know exactly what the story really is, or how, if it really is a prequel. It would make sense to me that it would be a prequel.
Don't you talk to these friends of
I talk
yours?
to them all the time.
Okay.
I know that Michael and Showalter and David have been talking a lot and writing some stuff. Over the years, we've all kind of said it would be a blast to do, and I think everyone's on board, assuming it was really weird. And if it's a prequel, it makes and that we're 40-year-olds playing 17-year-olds, then we're off to a good start, I think.
And you've experienced your 40th birthday now.
I have.
So as we move to the personal side of this interview,
Oh God.
what happened?
You're gonna make me cry.
What happened, Paul? How did it change you? Was it a big deal, or did it mean?
I think it did a little bit. The sound of it, the sound of 40, just sounds like somebody's dropping a big pile of bricks. It's like 40. It just sounds different. It feels like there's weight there. And there is weight there. But for me, the transition from, I think, being a kid into being an adult didn't happen, and I'm still wrestling with that. But it changed for me around the time, I think, having kids and then the loss of a parent, all of those things, and it happened gradually. I identified, in my 30s, or I identified myself as a husband, which was strange. But I got used to that. And then after I had my son 7 years ago, it was like, it took a little while. I was like, the way I imagine myself in my own mind is that of a parent. That didn't happen right away. But all of these things kind of combined with probably turning 40, I feel different. I feel different than I did when I was 30.
Grown up?
In some ways. Not in the important way.
Well, good, because you don't really want that. If your wife, Julie, were here, what would she be able to tell us about you that we don't know?
That I have a massive collection of hotel slippers.
Really?
Yeah.
You said that with no shame.
I don't have any shame in it.
You've stolen them, haven't you?
Whenever I go to a hotel, I take them. Because I think slippers are not something you want to keep for a long time. Because if you think about it, it's just kind of gross.
But you keeping them?
No, I have every time I go, I take them out. I just went and did
I see. And so you throw them out eventually. You don't just keep them.
I keep them. I wear them for a few weeks and I get rid of them.
They're gone.
But
I imagine closets filled with...
I have a closet filled with hotel slippers. We just did the press junket for this movie, and you do a press junket normally in a hotel. I took the slippers from the room at the press junket, put them in my suitcase.
You know how we end in song. Now, you've sung for me many times. We've done Les Miserables. With Steve Carell, you did Row, Row, Row Your Boat in a way I've never heard it sung before.
Did we do it in a round?
In Sundance, you did a song about Sundance.
I did?
You did, yeah. No, I could prove this to you.
Sundance come my way today.
That was it. It was kind of that. But what is inspiring you now? How do you want to take us out? You know, you've never done Tom Waits, who you also profess to like.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I love Tom Waits.
Yeah. But I just want it to come from your head. I want this musical interlude that we go out with to spring from what's inside there now.
I am a lineman for the county, and I ride the main road. I think it's drive. Searching in the sun for another overload. I hear you singing in the wire. I can hear you through the wine. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. Wait a minute, let me see if I can get that note again. Is still on the line. It's too early, Peter, to really
still,
hit the
a
Jimmy,
moving
the
tribute
Glenn
to
Campbell
Glenn
high note.
Campbell.
Well, that's a great song.
It is.
And I was talking about it earlier, so that's why it was
Were
on
you?
my
It
brain,
just
yeah.
came up in conversation.
Well, it was someone was talking about karaoke earlier, and they said,
And it came up.
and it's one of my favorite songs of all time.
Paul, thank you so much.
Thanks.
I like that.